We're going to be hearing from our missionaries, another missionary couple that we help to support through our Faith Promise Giving. And this is Bruce and Midge Bush, who work with Wycliffe Bible Translators, and they're about the work of getting the scriptures to people who don't have it in their own language yet. And so it's very interesting, the work they do, and they'll be bringing greetings to us.
Hello, I'm Bruce Bush,
And Midge.
and we work at the JARS Center in Waxhaw, North Carolina. I work in International Media Services, also known as IMS. An important part of getting scripture to people in their own language is providing scripture in audio and video forms, as many people who receive newly translated scriptures are unable to read or are not used to reading as a way of sharing important information. I edit the International Media Newsletter, our departmental newsletter that goes out to over 300 scripture media specialists around the world. Producing the scriptures and scripture-related materials as audio and video materials is a joy and a challenge for our field personnel. The newsletter is filled with articles about strategies to help them use the tools they have with maximum effect and new tools that may be useful in their ministries. To learn more about the International Media Newsletter, read an issue, or subscribe, visit this URL. This SD card can be like a Christian bookstore in an African pastor's smartphone. And this tiny computer can distribute scripture ebooks, audios, videos, or smartphone apps to a whole room full of people in Central America via Wi-Fi. In many parts of the developing world, smartphones are already widely used. What better use for them than to share the good news in a language that people find it easy to speak and understand? My other job in IMS is supporting our IT infrastructure and training my teammates to manage the systems that make it work. This will be a major focus of my work in the new year. It's never good to have only one person who is the IT guy in any organization, and I certainly don't want to be that guy.
Serving in the gift shop at JARS is the best job I have ever had. On the business side, I cashier, I do training and business paperwork. On the creative side, I get to do the displays. If we took all the amazing things we had and laid them out on every counter and shelf, it would look like a yard sale. But if I take the merchandise and group it in a way that makes sense and put it at different levels and a little space between each display, it looks amazing. And I get to do that. We also get international crafts. Either missionaries buy them overseas for us, or missionaries who are downsizing will give us amazing vintage international tribal things. And I'll ask questions and research those things and then display them in a way that tells the story. Oh, I also make jewelry. I've been making some pearls that were donated to us into matching earrings and pendants. And on the blessing side, I'm in a place to see those little things that can make a difference to people. Like young missionary families will come in, and I'll just play trucks with the kids while the parents get to do their shopping. Or I can answer questions for visitors like, what does JAARS stand for? Well, it used to be an acronym for Jungle Aviation and Radio Service. But now we do so much in transportation, on air, land, and sea, in communication, in training, in fundraising, that it's no longer an acronym. JARS is our name. And we so appreciate that you have sent us to JARS and that that we can serve there and be part of your worldwide ministry. Thank you so much.
Thank you.